Nils Davis Hood Report.
Sup, what's up? Wir sind heute in Kreuzberg für Nils Davis Hood Report Volume 5. Wieso, mit wem? Schauen wir mal.
I'll be in the corner with the bitches. Off in the club, I'll be granting many wishes. All the haters be super suspicious as to why they sniff and I make super digits. Making beautiful music, getting a better aphrodisiac to get bitches to swoon. But I catch them quick with these incredible tunes. Me sticking poon will be inevitable soon.
Welcome to Nils Davis Hood Report. State your name.
My name is TECCA NINA.
Your hood?
Blood.
Your crew?
Strange music.
If you look up the word overnight success, you won't find your picture in no fucking dictionary. So I thought we'd just give the people a little like history lesson to what the most important stages to TECCA NINA career was, and like some other pieces. So I brought some CDs with me. First CD I ever heard from Casey Mo was mis-187. Yeah, just tell me a little bit about what this means to KC and TECCA NINA.
A big thing, man, because my homeboy Arthur, we grew up together. I'm sorry, I had pizza on my, that was my breakfast, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, actually, Bubba right here in the back, now, he's a Christian rapper, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if he's still rapping, but he was Christian, and he was the cleanest Crip that we ever seen, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the cleanest clothed Crip that I ever seen. But mis-187, this was really big. I forgot totally about this, man. You know what I mean? But this was a big thing for them, you know what I'm saying? And this was a big thing from Kansas City, man. My homeboys. I grew up with Arthur, though, man. You know what I'm saying? The light-skinned dude in the back. I used to smoke wet with him. Sherm. Yeah. I'm sorry. I hope I can say that.
We in Germany, you can say, do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm talking about to Arthur, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Damn, he might not want people to know that we used to smoke wet.
Stuff way worse on that record. So next record is gang related, the soundtrack.
1998. You know what I'm saying? They had put the record together. I was doing music with QD3. I was in LA in '97. So Suge Knight had them remaster that CD to put my song on it. So I'm always like, much love to Suge Knight, you know what I mean? Every time I see him, come to my show, please. You know what I'm saying? He comes to my shows, it's wonderful, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people know me because of that record, especially in Europe. Everybody say, I heard you on Gang Related Questions, and I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So that was a big thing. That sold a lot of copies.
Another big thing that made you famous, especially over here, was that one.
Damn. The Wake Up Show. The anthem, baby. One of the biggest things I've done in my career back in the day. You know, I'm sizzling 1999. While I was out there in LA still, you know what I'm saying? We did a video for this, and DJ Revolution did a song for me before this one called Big Bad Wolf. You know what I'm saying? He did the beat or something like that. He was cutting on it and everything. Sway posed as my manager back in the day, and King Tech, I was working with him in the studio all the time in his house. With his humongous dogs, and damn, they did a lot for me, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a big video. It had Eminem in it, and RZA, and Tino XL, KRS-One, Pharoah Monch, Jail Felony. You know, it was a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people. Coogee Rap was on it. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful.
Next one, we got Reggie Mobsters in the house.
Oh, man. This is the Albulation. This is what I did a song called Bum Bell on here with Yuck. While I was in, all these are connected, you know what I'm saying? Except the mis-187 was Kansas City. The gang related, Sway and King Tech, and all this was related because I met all these people and I got all these hookups through QD3. Quincy D. Jones III, you know what I'm saying? And Yuck heard me rap because he was working with QD3, doing music for the Loonies album, you know what I'm saying, at the time. And when he heard me rap, he said, I'm about to start this thing called The Regime. I want you to be a part of it. I said, yes, I'm down. I've been down ever since. Regime Mob. It's a big thing. A lot of people love this. Yeah.
Next one is from somebody that
Oh.
you already saw it.
Yeah.
So he down with you now. What this mean to you?
I was a big fan of this, Brother Lynch Hung. Shit like this album, the album before it was 24 Deep. The first album I ever heard from him was 24 Deep. And this let me know that this motherfucker was crazy, you know, lyrically. And years later, man, I was still a fan. I did a song with him in 2006 called My World. And he was better than ever on that verse. And I was like, Trav, we gotta sign this guy, man. He's always been a monster musically, you know what I mean? And thank God he chose to come over to Strange Music. Hardcore artist.
Eminem was supposed to be on that song too, wasn't he?
Yeah. I wanted Eminem to be on that song, but I had no way to get in contact with him then, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
All right, next one. Probably ain't too familiar with with United
shit.
States cats, but that one was like crazy.
Jayza, Dark Places. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what year this was, but Jayza is the chopper. And I had him start off my Worldwide Chopper song because when we did Dark Places years ago, I heard that he had skill. I'm like, from Turkey. I started off, Turkey, I'm topping the big, you know what I'm saying? Like he murdered it, you know what I'm saying? Love the Chaser, man, you know what I'm saying? I hope that he's still doing his thing, you know what I mean? And hopefully we'll do more music together, you know, Sizzling. Hopefully this will be the reason I get to go to Turkey. I've never been, you know.
You need to go. There's a lot of hella fine women over there.
Really?
Hell yeah. Plus, what I was always wondering was like, you got so many like overseas connections. You work with Johnny from Berlin, who did beats on Absolute Power and stuff.
Oh.
I was wondering if it was because you was getting beats and stuff like that for the low, or if it was because you was embracing the culture, the whole music from abroad.
Well, it wasn't because I was getting it for the low, because we paid big money to Ron's, you know what I'm saying? And he bought his own studio off the money that he got, you know what I'm saying? But we love beautiful beats, and somehow his beats made it to me, and we don't care where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as it's dope. And Ron's happened to be dope. I just lost him. I don't know where he is. You know, he's from here, and I don't know if he's gonna come to the show. I haven't seen him in years. I heard that he had to get a job or something, you know what I'm saying, because of where he lived. And he had to put music aside for a while, and I'm like, damn, he was so talented. But I don't care where it's from, man. You know, I'm sizzling. Like, if Chaser would have never hit me and asked me to do Dark Places, I would have never known that rappers existed in Turkey. I wouldn't have known, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. Hip hop is everywhere, you know what I'm sizzling? So it makes its way to me somehow, and if it's good, I'm on it. I don't care where it's from.
Last record, probably everybody knows about it, but I think it's like one of the most important things in your career.
Oh, shit. It's gotta be God that makes something like this happen. Something this humongous. For somebody of Wayne's stature to be locked up and say, when I get out, first thing I want to do is work with my man TECCA NINA and Andre 3000. He wasn't talking about me, was he? He was talking about you. I'm like, what? How does he know me? You know what I'm saying? It had to be God somehow. And guess what he said? How he heard when I went to visit him in Rikers. I say, how did you hear about me? And this too. Yeah. That too. He said that. I said, wow, he's been listening for a minute. I had no idea, man. You know, I went down to Miami when he got out, and I heard the beat. And I'm like, okay, Fuck yeah. Hot's what it is. Watch what the kid drives. I'ma get the prop if you're not with the biz. Not only got the regions I really pop at the crib. So hate motherfuckers, you better stop with the jizz. Off with the theaters, but I'm boss. It don't matter what the cost when I live, what the cost when I live. You know, just going. You know what I'm saying? Like what I do. I was calm and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about with my boys. Hot's what it is. Watch what the kid drives. You know what I'm saying? Hot's what it is. Watch what the kid drives. I'ma get the prop if you're not with the biz. You know what I'm saying? Just like calm, but still doing my Midwest thing. You know what I mean? And it spread everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. Like people always forget that Wayne's a true disciple of that whole shit. He know all that old school shit from back then, and people be like, yeah, he a new kid and whatever.
Fuck that. He's not real artist. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's whack. He's weak. No. But you can have your opinion. You know what I'm saying? You can have your preference or what you like. But if you're trying to say this nigga ain't an artist, that a really great hip-hop artist, you got life fucked up to me, because I listen to everything also. And it ain't because he helped me do anything about putting me on his album. You know what I'm saying? He was an artist before, when he was doing the Hot Boys. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So people say, I used to like Wayne back in the day. Everybody, whenever you start elevating, somebody's like, okay, they drop off. Oh, TECCA NINA's going mainstream, and he got Wayne on this track. It's whack. It's not whack. It's not whack. You're listening to it in the privacy of your own home, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. I love this nigga, man. Thank you, Wayne, and Cash Money and Young Money.
So as I go to the flow, the industry finally opened the door. But now I'm in the motherfucker, all I feel is low.
I'm sinking again, I'm drinking again, drowning in water, but breathing again. Seizing, sailing, bleeding within, needing to grin, cheesing
like that. Everybody talking about fathering styles, like being a pioneer and shit. But if you listen to hip hop right now, and if you see the whole aesthetic and shit like that, it's clear that a lot of cats like A$AP Rocky, Space Ghost Purp, and kids like that, they've been inspired by TECCA NINA. Their whole dog imagery and all their whole shit. What it is like I mean, people like Wayne, they appreciate it, but the press and shit, they don't give you the credit you deserve. Do you sometimes feel bitter about it, or do you go to a show like that and be like, fuck it, man, fans embrace it?
I'm super bitter all the time. I always feel like I got something to prove, because I put my all in it, not like a lot of motherfuckers don't give everything like we do. So I'm super bitter because I know the masses are supposed to know. But I'm gonna always have my fan base and sell shit out. And that's a big fuck you to everybody. Like, it don't matter. It's gonna get to you eventually through the Carter 4. You're gonna be listening, like, I hate TECCA NINA. You're gonna listen to Carter 4 and like, oh shit, fuck. It's gonna seep in everywhere where the haters listen. Whatever the haters listen to, if it's not whack, it's gonna seep through. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're listening to whack shit, I'm never gonna be on that shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the haters are listening to. I wanna ask people that say they hate on TECCA NINA, like, what are you listening to? You know what I'm saying? Because real shit will always shine, and it's gonna make its way to you. So yeah, I'm super bitter. Chris Calico is super bitter. Travis is super bitter. You know what I'm saying? We put a lot into this, so we expect a lot out of it. And what I mean by a lot is that we want the world on this shit. It's places we haven't been yet.
Just leave me right here with my Henny, say my chicks in plenty pay. Your boy Tech done blown and still rep the home, but now I just wanna be left alone. They wish depth in my flesh and my chromosomes, slept in my songs. They need a little bit less Patron, and they holler the weirdo.
Do you feel like sometimes people forget what kind of heart you put in? I mean, you got songs like Trapped in a Psycho's Body, Love Me Tomorrow, where you just put your heart out, showing people who you are. But a lot of people just see like the paint on your face. They see like the fuck food and shit like that. Do you sometimes feel like it's going over their head?
Yeah, I do. I think a lot of people miss a lot of gems when it comes to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give everything, and songs like Love Me Tomorrow and the song I did with the Deftones, If I Could, you know what I'm saying? I pour out my heart, man, through my music, and people just rate me as this kind of artist. You know, they piss me off and they call me horrorcore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not horrorcore. Maybe I resemble it. I don't fucking know with the face paint, but this is something that I do in honor of my dead homeboy. He used to paint my face back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Rest his soul. And so I don't do the face paint to scare anybody. I do that to like, fuck y'all. This is me. I'm a weird type of nigga. I love to paint my face. And yeah, you know, I don't dress like this on stage. You don't see me like this on stage. A lot of niggas come on stage like this. I can't do that shit. When you see me do that show tonight, you're gonna say, oh, no way he can have this. This is something I do when we're just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see that I've done a little bit well for myself if you pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, but it means nothing. When we go on that stage, we got our show clothes on, our work clothes, my friend, and we go in hard, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of that shit goes over people's heads, but the people that miss it, it's gonna catch them sooner or later. I'm confident.
So what you mentioned is like you got like kind of an on and off switch when you go on stage and shit. Like, what was like the most important thing that shaped this TECCA NINA persona?
The thing that really shaped my persona is this barcode on my neck, Nut House. You know what I'm saying? It was 66-888-46-99-3. That was Icy Rock. That was my brother Dynamac. That was a female rapper by the name of Agony. Another female rapper by the name of Flack. Another nigga by the name of Scarecrow. You know what I'm sizzling? Brian Dennis did all the artwork and everything, and a lot of the dark ideas on paper came from Brian Dennis, rest his soul, my best friend. And Nut House taught us how to think different, man. You know what I'm sizzling? Like, Icy Rock was a good teacher. He was also Chris Calico's teacher in later years. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met back up with Chris Calico, you know, or met Chris Calico through Icy Rock. You know what I'm saying? He's an older cat, but he's always been into music. He was my producer back in the day. He did This Ring. He did T9X, the TECCA NINA Experience. He did a lot of beats for me back in the day. And Nut House happened after we lost our deal with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis in '93. Summer '93, we were in LA. We came back, you know, at the end of the summer. From the end of '93 all the way up to '95 or something, we created Nut House. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your hair up, paint your face. You know what I'm saying? We was doing like college shows, like underground college shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'd wear like workman's gear, you know, because like to symbolize the hard-working man to be heard. You know what I'm sizzling? The hustle to be heard. And TECCA NINA is like a spawn of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nut House created the TECCA NINA mind frame. TECCA NINA mind frame ain't nothing but Nut House. Like, do what the fuck you feel. Look how the fuck you want to look. Fuck what everybody's talking about. Eventually they're gonna look your way and say, what the fuck is that? But it arouses suspicion. Nut House taught us to get people aroused. Like, you know, what is that? You know, what is this? Why does that? What's that symbol mean? You know, people ask, or they see the barcode cross. You know what I'm saying? TECCA NINA. People ask you, and you tell them, and then they'll go research it, and then they'll hear it and love it. You know what I'm sizzling? So that's what I learned from Nut House, man. So that mind frame really molded me into like, fuck what everybody else is doing. I'm gonna do it.
10 years later, was what means absolute power? Not the album, but the phrase. What means absolute power to TECCA NINA?
After I did Angelic, the first one, 2001, this is 2002. After my first album, I knew I had absolute power over the crowd. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I had absolute power. You know, we hit the road. I did the Jay-Z tour. You know what I'm saying? It was Jay-Z. It was called the Sprite Liquid Mix Tour. It was Jay-Z, Nappy Roots, N9ne, Talib Kweli, Hooba Stank, 311. It was like a mixture, rock and roll and hip hop. And we were winning the crowds over, man. You know what I'm saying? Just killing them with This Ring and all that shit. You know what I'm sizzling? And we, I don't know what year we landed the Wicked Wonka tour with ICP, but it was somewhere in there. and just taking over crowds everywhere we went. You know what I'm saying? When we did stuff with the Cottonmouth Kings, just taking over crowds. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean by taking over crowds, meaning the people that didn't know about us, their fans, they start loving us also. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere we went. Like if I was to get on a tour with Wayne, it would happen the same way. If I was to get on a tour with, let's say, somebody you wouldn't think I would tour with, maybe Rick Ross, you would see a transformation. They would start loving me. You know, I'm sizzling absolute power because we're so pompous but so sure about our music and our movement.
So the last question is one I ask to all of my partners. It's like, if you could go back like 15 years and tell Tech back then, just one thing, give him one advice, which one would it be?
It would be try to steal more information when you were in school. Steal more information, because the more information you have, the more people you can talk to. If I would have had a class on how to speak French or German or Finnish or Swedish or whatever, you know, I'm sizzling, I had to learn it on my own. I would tell Tech years back then to find more information, get more knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Because with knowledge, you can do all things. I'm smart, but I could be so much smarter if my teachers were more hands-on with me and, like, you know, gave me classes that made sense to me and not fucking home economics, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, or fuck gym, you know what I'm saying? I skipped gym. Gym was like for like a whole 2 hours or something, you know what I'm saying? We'd go to gym and go to lunch and then come back to gym. I'm like, you know what I could have been doing at that time? I was fucking bitches in the motherfucking stairwell at school during gym. I didn't want to be there. I could have been in psychology class or something, you know what I mean? Just more information, man, more information. Thank God I stole information when I was in school, because now it allows me to go to all these places also, because in my songs I put little shit there, you know what I'm saying? Paisa, TECCA NINA, breast make the TECCA say, Oxaliva Shiza, you know what I'm saying? Just little shit that I would say, you know what I mean? Just to let people know, like, did he say that? Or did he say, or I skilled that? What the fuck is he talking about? Or, you know, I wrote my music to travel, and it was stuff I learned back in the day. So if I had more information back then, I would have told Tech back then, get all the information you can, everything. You know what I'm saying? Even more than you expected. Read more about Scientology and Dianetics and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just find out what it is. You know what I'm saying? Or I did that back in the day. I found out what it was, and Confucianism and Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But I stole all that information. I would steal more. I would tell Tech, steal more information.
Right. So we through. Thank you so much for having me. Any last words you want to say?
I like your motherfucking Big Mike shirt, nigga. All day, bro.
I'ma say stop or I'm gonna tell a papa. This is the town where the clowns put it down, baby. I'ma say stop or I'm gonna tell a papa. Close the door before your child hears the sound, baby.